September last year, I was crewed with PC Matlocky. Just a standard late turn shift. You know, we're normally chatting away on our little banter, and a call comes out to West Wickham. A member of the public has seen a car pull up, and some males get out of the car and go into an address, and he believed the homeowners had been away. And it was deemed immediately response, suspects on.
Suspects on is the type of call where it's a burglary in progress. We were really close by, so we were Bromley, West Wickham is probably about less than 5 minutes on blue lights.
We pull up to the address, like no car on the drive, no lights, no one waving us down, really quiet. I was locking the car up, and I approached the front door was locked, none of the windows were damaged, nothing was open, so I decided to go around the back.
By the time I jumped out the car, Alex started to go over the fence to get through to the back and realised the gate was open.
Matt stayed at the front because we like to cover two different angles. Then I'm just walking down towards the back, got my little torch out. I start to see some glass on the ground. I immediately turn towards the set of windows, and I can see one of the glass panels is completely smashed and glass all over the floor. I shine my torch into the room, and I can see two men covered up with balaclavas on, dressed in all dark clothing, and one of them's got a shovel at that point, and he's trying to yank one of the back doors open. This is the first time I've ever gone to a suspect's on, and there's been people there. I pull out my baton and I shout at them, "Police, get down."
I was the only one of us that had a taser. I went running round to the back. Alex pressed his Emma button.
I'm trying to shout down my radio. One of them had the shovel in his hand, and he started smashing at this wooden door to get away.
Fucking ass! You fucking...
He drops the shovel, and he jumps through.
Get us more units!
The second male is still standing there, just staring at me, completely frozen. That's when I climb in with my baton drawn.
By the time I get to this broken window, I've seen the suspect wielding a shovel. He just rained it down towards Alex's head.
I've had my baton drawn, and I hit him in the leg. I remember just seeing the swing come towards me, and he's hit me straight in the head. As I've taken a step back, he's hit me again, and then he's hit me a third time. And I screamed for Lockie.
It's a no-brainer, of course I'm going in. Climbing through the window, cutting up all my hands in the process through the broken glass. The suspects tried to jump through the hole in the door to escape, and Alex and me have grabbed hold of him and pulled him back through.
Oh, shit! More units! More units!
Got him basically a chokehold on the ground. At that point, Matt's managed to handcuff him.
Oh, I've got one cuff on. Hey, listen, more units! More units!
My arm was wet, which I now know was Alex's blood.
More units! More units! Pop in there!
I didn't realise Alex had been hit on the head until I turned the lights on.
Mount right off! I've got blood! We need more units now!
His face was just a river of blood. I don't think you could see skin for blood.
We need more units now! Stop! Right. There's another male gone. Oh, my God. Treble 1-8 now. There's a male's gone out. I need 8. Right. Alex, hold him. I'm not going to... Don't fucking move. I'm so sorry, officer.
I was aware that a second suspect had made off through that hole in the door. I had one on the floor that I was holding on to. Alex was in a pretty bad way. I think I'd pressed my Emma button in as well, saying, you know, we need people now.
Right. Treble 1-8 needs help. We need an ambulance. He's been hit with a shovel. He's bleeding. Alex, sit down. That man's
Sit down.
Sit down.
No,
Alex, sit down.
You.
Alex, sit down.
You've done it. You didn't do that.
I just remember screaming at this guy, and he was trying to apologise to me, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't me," and it made me angry. I was so infuriated, realising what he'd done to me, and now he's trying to play the innocent card.
Where are you, please?
Oh, God.
2-4, get a first aid kit. I need help, please.
I was scared. I won't lie, I was scared of what the damage he'd done.
Don't fuck around, mate, all right? Don't fuck about.
I promise.
You! Alex, sit down! Alex, sit down! You fucking hit me, mate! Alex, sit down! You hit me!
I didn't do that.
Time is... Alex, sit down!
Matt was telling me to stop. He was like, he's under control, you need to stop. I had such an adrenaline rush going through me, and, you know, the real fault of going through my head is that potentially I won't, you know, make it home.
Ross, are you here? Just someone can help us.
I'll be up to start fighting.
Please,
Alex was staggering around the room. The other suspect, fortunately, managed to escape out the front window. And I say fortunately because I dread to think what we would have done if he'd, you know, come and confronted us, because we would have been, you know, we were already in a really bad way between us. I don't think we'd have managed with a second one on the loose.
Ross, have you found us? Ross, have you found us yet?
I'm in the back garden.
Ross, I'm here, Ross! Can you hear Alex shouting? Control, have we got an ambulance?
Multiple units turn up then. Croydon officers have come over, Bromley officers, people in the Roblin burglary squad were there, dog handlers, you know, everyone was coming to my aid.
Just get people in there.
I remember climbing back out the window to my colleague and I grabbed him, and I mean, I was like, I'm done. I'm done here, you know. He's messed me up. And I cried. I'll be honest, I cried.
You got a second dog with 5 minutes left.
All right, Alex, come sit on the floor. Alex, come. You're all right, bud? All right, mate. It's all right, mate. All right. Sit down. Sit on the floor. Sit on the floor. Sit on the floor. No, leave it on. It's fine. It's fine. But let me have a look.
At that point, they didn't realise how badly injured I was, because all people could see was this. It's a lot better today than it was, but that was bleeding so heavily, everyone was focused on that.
Yeah, here's the worst one. That's where he's been whacked. So the geezer's fucking twatted him with a shovel. Stick it there.
It's only until my supervisor was patching me up, they'd realised that, oh, he's got another wound to the other side of his face. Oh, he's got a wound on the back of his head as well.
Right, stay where you are.
He's got 3 nasty injuries. Very, very lucky that one didn't catch his eye, because it was very close. Not only did he assault a police officer to try and get away, but he'd done it with a shovel and the edge of a shovel, which, you know, he's very, very lucky that he didn't cause Alex more serious injuries than he did. You know, he could quite easily have killed Alex.
To this day, I'm not the Alex who I used to be. I'm a complete different person. The trauma that's taken place, that situation, it has changed me as a person. And sometimes it was tough to try and accept the physical scars I've got on my face when looking in the mirror and, you know, a little bit devastated from that, you know, thinking that I'm just trying to do my job and now I've come out with scars.
I look back and I still think this is the worst assault I've ever seen happen on a colleague, and I really hope I never see anything like it again. It's definitely the worst thing I've been involved in terms of a colleague getting hurt.
I wouldn't say I've become more fearful, but this situation definitely opened my eyes to how dangerous policing can be, and how not just myself, but my colleagues from all over the country, every emergency service, how we risk our lives literally every day. Mine was a residential burglary at 9 p.m. at night in West Wickham, in the middle of Bromley, and potentially I couldn't have came home from that.
These guys are out and they've committed a burglary and they've been caught. And okay, you might expect a bit of an effort to get away, but you've got to get to a point where you realise, no, do you know what, the game's up, I've been caught by the police. But the level of violence used to try and get away was shocking.